Hello, and welcome back to my channel and a channel update video. Today is the 19th of July 2017. Teenth? Not teenth, teen. Yeah. And since today my only daily series had its last episode today, it was or it is time to do another channel update and talk about stuff. So let's get into it. But before we get in the old what, how do you say it, in the old rotation, no, in the old way of doing things, I like to shamelessly plug my second channel I recently started, which is basically a channel that has nothing to do with gaming, and where I put videos up less regular than on my gaming channel, and that channel is basically for everything else so far. So I will do well, most likely experimental stuff, and yeah, there are already two short videos on there aside from the channel trailer. um, Yeah, and I have a project in the works for that channel right now, in which I, well, basically, what's the word? Uh, in which I enlist the help of a few YouTubers, and yeah, it's a project, at least for me, which has is something new. I try something new, and it's more intensive, and yeah, it's a different kind of beast. Let's just say it that way. So the link is in the description if you are interested in checking my non-gaming related stuff out. Other than that, let's get into the main thing of, well, of this channel, obviously. Yeah. So as always, we begin with the running series, and then going into series that may or may not be coming. So first is, well, as always, is the Hearthstone part. Currently, there is still the weekly Tavern Brawl video coming. There will not be a change in that regard. It's, well, I'm still somewhat motivated in doing videos about that, so those will be coming for a while, I guess. Other than that, there won't be any additional Hearthstone videos, even though they announced last week, I think, the next card expansion, which is about Icecrown, I think, and the Lich King and all that stuff. I'm not really interested, I must say. So there may or may not be additional content when the card expansion actually is released. When I try out some funky decks, if you want to put it in that way, and yeah. Other than that, there won't be anything else Hearthstone related. And yeah. Ah, yes, of course. The main series that was running on my channel was my first playthrough of Mass Effect Andromeda, which, as I implied at the beginning of the video, had its final episode today. So yeah, what will happen now? I have started an second series of Mass Effect Andromeda of my first Insanity playthrough. So that is still in the works, is currently at 48% if you can go by the in-game completion uh, couch display. Um, yeah, I'm currently at 48%, which translates into 91 actually recorded episodes. So you can already see that my second series of Mass Effect Andromeda is or will be a good chunk bigger or longer than the first one. And that's because that series will well, obviously it's on a higher difficulty, so stuff will take longer. That should be clear. And since BioWare is one of those companies that increase, in air quotes, the game difficulty by giving the opponents a shit ton more life. Yeah, that's not the main reason. With that series, what's the word? I controlled myself better to get the episode lengths roughly around 20 minutes. So there is the odd episode that is a little bit shorter, or that one that is a little bit longer, but most of the time the episodes will be around 20 minutes. So there won't be episodes above 40, 50, or even 1.5 hours long. So yeah, it's more watchable, I guess. So that will be coming tomorrow, the first episode, I guess. And yeah, I hope I can get myself to finish this project. I mean, with recording. I had off times in between recording sessions where I wouldn't want to watch as a series or the game, better said. And I was at a point where I just wanted to get the game done, and I decided only to do a main story playthrough. But in the recent game recording sessions, well, I did come around and decided to do a 100% run on Insanity as well, since even though I'm disappointed in the game, I still don't like leave that game unfinished. And since there were quite well, not quite a few, but a few missions we couldn't complete on our first playthrough since they were bugged, and I have still some achievements I need to get. We will be doing that in the Insanity playthrough. And yeah, and yes, I need to mention that beforehand. A little warning of some sorts. Some of the episodes will be on a lower quality, and that's because my recording software OBS decided in some instances to crash while recording, and that basically corrupted the recording, obviously, to some degree. So there are, uh, well, I don't know how many as of now, but let's say, for example, in the last recording session, I had 3 crashes in total. So there are at least there are 3 episodes that are, well, the recording runs for a while, then the game freezes, but the audio miraculously could still be recorded, and then I had to restart OBS, of course, and had to merge basically both files. The problem with that is OBS, or my OBS at least, records the file or stores the video files in FLV format, and my original recording software, my original video editing software, Magix Video Studio, can't what's the word? can't process those type of movie files, so I can't really work with that. So I had to work around, I guess, that stuff, and I did that by playing that corrupted file with the second recording part where I record the missing chunk of time after that crash, basically, and played that in a um, movie player, basically, i.e., video LAN codec, and then screen capped that. So it's a very clunky workaround, but it still works, which is amazing to me. I tried different kind of other video editing softwares and tried to see if I could get those corrupted files somehow rescued in a way so I can provide a better quality, but no program I tried aside from my standard video editing software could do shit. Basically, all the software programs crashed or, well, decided to encode for over 2 days, and yeah, and then crash after that. So yeah, there will be some episodes which don't have the same well quality than the others. I hope you can live with that. So yeah, there's that, and since I was trying, or I'm still trying out different things to reduce the number of crashes with OBS, I try out different graphical settings. So you will have at some point in the series have the title screen of the Andromeda application on the screen because I play in window mode and such stuff. Or at the time where the software crashed, you can see the taskbar because I have not disabled that. So it's a little bit clunky, that series, and you should be warned beforehand. Yeah, so that's what's happening on that front. And yeah, let's see. So that's basically everything about current series. Now let's come to a possible series that will may or may not become coming in the future. Um, One of the things is I got the tip. No, that's not the right word. My English skills. I'm very sorry. 1 second. I got recommended by the YouTuber Krümel that I could play Gwent, and I'm currently thinking about that. So there may or may not be a few videos coming up on that regard, but that's nothing definitive yet. So don't nail me on that. And yeah, what other series may or may not be coming? There is still the Hack Infection project, which is currently on ice since I haven't recorded a episode for that project in, well, I think 2 months or so. But that series is still on my radar, even though it's more likely on the back burner since it was intended as a filler series for when I have no content at all. So that's still there, and I think I had recorded around 160 episodes of that, of which I think I only have released basically the intro. So there is not much going on there. But that's something I will work with at some point. What else? Yes. You may or may not have seen that I have Dark Souls in the works, judging by a few the last few update videos. Yeah, you may or may not have seen that or read on my Twitter when I talked about that. So that's also a series that is in the work, but it's also not a definitive thing to come. I have recorded a few episodes. I think that's also around the 90-ish episodes, but it's yeah, it's a hard game. Let's put it that way. And I actually don't want to put out a series of a game I won't finish. So the episodes so far are recorded, but and even uploaded to YouTube. But I don't know when I will continue playing Dark Souls because you need, at least I need a time off from that game to, well, how would you say that the best? To reduce my salty level. Yeah, it's it hasn't gotten it hasn't gotten to that point where I would throw a controller into the corner, but there were points where I didn't want to play the game anymore, and after a few weeks, so basically a break, um, I could continue playing that game, and I was motivated to play that game again. So yeah, I guess that will be coming after Mass Effect Andromeda. The second series is a Insanity playthrough, but no, what's the word? Uh, no promises there. So what's left then? There is still the possibility of some um, Heroes of the Storm, even though I said in my last update video that maybe some random Heroes of the Storm videos will come, but I'm recently, well, enough. I have enough work with all those other series that are currently in the works, and that I don't really had the time to record anything there. So I'm sorry about that I couldn't hold up my end on that front. So yeah, anything else? Ah, yes. I got a few games on the Steam summer sale. I think it was called summer sale. I don't remember. Yeah. So basically, I got Dust, which is, well, I think you could best compare it with some type of Black and White. It's similar to that fashion, if I remember correctly. I haven't played it so far, but I think it was something about that. I had it on my wish list for years now, and I finally decided to get that one. Then I got Civilization, but I don't think I will make a video about that for two reasons. The first one would be I haven't played a Civ game in, oh, is it 20 years? I don't know. When was the first Civ game? 91, 92, something around that time. So it's been 20 years, I guess. So I'm terrible at Civ. Let's put it that way. And playing a game like Civ solo and make a series out of it is not a thing I would like to do, even though I like this type of game, but I don't think it would be very interesting playing that game solo. It would be interesting to play with other people's, but the problem with Civ is, depending on how fast you play, set your turns. I think the fastest game you could play on the highest speed, and you know what to do, is I think 4 hours or around 4 hours. So yeah, that's nothing. That's not a thing that will be happening, I guess. And what else did I got? Yes. I got that highly bashed game, No Man's Sky. It was quite expensive, even though in sale, I think it was around 20-ish bucks. So yeah, I will be trying out that at some point, and that's the promise. Yeah. And what else did I get? Yes, one last game, and that was Planet Explorers. That's a game that I also had on my wish list for a while, since I'm a sucker for exploration games and crafting type of games, which basically is the same with No Man's Sky, um, which is basically a space Minecraft, if you want to put it in that way or view it in that light. So I hope Planet Explorer is not as bad as they say um, No Man's Sky is. So yeah, that will be also a game that could be coming. And when I say could be coming on my channel, that not necessarily means this year, because yeah, as you can see, my first Mass Effect Andromeda series started at the end of April, did run till now, and the next Mass Effect series will most likely be even longer. I guess around double the time, um, or 2.5 times longer, something along the line. So it will be, yeah, the year will be nearly over when the next series will be starting. Maybe I let run 2 daily series at the same time. Who knows? Oh, wait! Oh, I forgot the best game out of those I bought in the Steam sale. XCOM 2. Yeah, that's also a game I'm burning to play, but still, since I have so many other things running right now, and that big project on my second channel, yeah, there's no time in enjoying that awesome game. So that will be coming too at some point, and I'm a little bit annoyed about that game, even though I want to play it quite badly. Um, I think nearly, not 2 or 3 weeks after the sale, they announced another DLC for XCOM 2, which is kinda annoying. Especially, they announced the DLC with pre-order, which wanna make me puke. A DLC with pre-order. That's the ultimate cancer, I guess. That's like Mass Effect 3 locking lore content behind the DLC paywall. It's absolutely barbaric, you could say. So, the series won't start until I get that DLC, obviously. So, yeah, I need to wait until that one gets on a sale, I guess, so I can get it for cheap. And yeah, that should conclude everything. I don't have anything more on my list. Let me think for a little bit. I don't want to say. Okay, no, that should be everything. So, yeah. Well, that leaves me only with thanking you, the viewer, for watching, and hope you will continue to watch my gaming videos, or even support me on my second channel, where I will basically try shit out, as I said before. Another shameless plug of myself. And yeah, yeah. Let's cut this short here before I start rambling about shit again. Yes, I let's rumble a little bit. Those types of ramblings which I had at the last update video, those kind of things I will try to put on my second channel because it doesn't actually has to do much with gaming itself. So those kinds of tantrums, uh, well, will most likely go on my second channel in the future. So yeah, have an eye out for that if you like stuff like that. So yeah, now finally get to the end. I need to hurt myself or I will continue to ramble on. So again, thank you for watching and until next time, have a good one. Bye.